Can someone call Jackie for me? Like, Jackie, I need to talk to you. Like, we need to talk because you literally created a palette that represents Black girl magic. All right, Jackie, call me. Call me, Jack. Call me, like, call me. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl VColes. Welcome back to back. Okay, so today we're gonna get into this Jackie Aina palette, which I'm really excited to use because I am honestly really obsessed with this palette. I truly think this palette is Black girl magic, and an eyeshadow palette, like, that's really how I think of it. So let's get, wait, before we even get started, subscribe, like, hit the bell to be notified, okay? Just so you guys can know every single time I upload. So let's get started. Okay, so I went ahead and I did my brows off camera. I only do this because I have a very detailed tutorial on how to do my brows. I will link it above for you guys. I put some tape down just because I use tape every time I do my eye makeup for the most part. It really makes it come out really sharp on the sides, and I also will kind of use it to help me create my eyeliner. So yeah, let's get started. By the title of this tutorial, you already know we're going into the Jackie Aina palette. I'm still obsessed with it. I love it. If you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. Amazing. The color shades, amazing. The color selection, amazing. First saw the palette, I was a little underwhelmed, like, wait, what is this? What? And then I ordered it. Obviously, I was gonna order no matter what, and I ended up really liking it. Like, you know what? She did a great job with this. The colors are great. You could tell she really put that effort into creating this palette. So let's go in and put some concealer as my primer. I don't really use eye primers like that. I only really use concealers, if I'm being honest. She ready? Okay, the first color we're gonna go in with is Ginger. Now, some of you guys are gonna come for me, but I kind of feel like Ginger, well, to me, reminds me of the color Burnt Orange from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. When I first saw Ginger, that was the shade that I thought of. I kind of feel like Ginger's just a little darker than Burnt Orange, if I'm being honest. Just a smidge darker. So I do like it more. So we're gonna put that all in the crease area, just so the other colors we use blend nicely. I'm gonna actually use this same brush, and I'm gonna now go into the color edges. We're gonna place edges right on Ginger and just blend it in. Oh, pigmented. I feel like if you're someone that buys Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, then you already knew the colors were gonna be pigmented of their products. I love their eyeshadows. I really do. I just do. So when this palette came out, one is with Jackie Aina, so I wasn't expecting anything but the best. I knew she was gonna challenge them and really push them to give that quality. And even before buying the palette, I already knew it was gonna work for all skin types. Like, there's no way she's gonna create a palette that's not gonna work for all skin types. The only thing that I was kind of like back by was the color selection. And I will say, if you see this palette on Instagram or even on YouTube or any pictures, you're probably gonna feel like this is regular. But when you look at it in person and you're swatching the colors, she killed it. She killed it. Yeah, it's one of those palettes you need to see in person to really get the beauty of it. I'm actually gonna use the same brush. We're gonna darken that a little bit. We're gonna go in with Credit. I'm going to place Credit down right into like the hollows of my crease. So you're still gonna see a little bit of the Ginger and edges that we use, because this is gonna go right in here. And just like blend it in. I'm gonna use my favorite blending brush. It's my favorite blending brush of all times. Like, forever. It's my Stila number 6 brush. I love this brush. I'm gonna gently dab into edges, a little bit of product, and I'm gonna go over it now and blend it in. You just don't want any harsh lines, so go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, with the goal being no harsh lines. Like, you want everything to look seamless, so anyone that's looking at your eye makeup can't tell where one color began or ended. That's basically the goal here. In with another blending brush, just a little more fluffier. And we're gonna go over credit with the color Big Wig. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. I wanna use as many colors in this palette as possible, just because this palette is everything, and why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? So I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm really excited about this palette. So the other day I was walking past Sephora. They always have really cool window displays. And on one of the windows, they were highlighting like makeup brands that they carry. And one of the people that was highlighted was Pat McGrath. And as you guys know, Pat McGrath's makeup line is amazing. Like, she literally has some amazing products. She was the only Black person there, like in the display. Walk into Sephora and I started looking at the brands, and that's when I realized, wow, there really aren't that many beauty brands that are Black owned within Sephora. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of feel like if you're someone that's into makeup, and if you kind of felt like, oh, I wanted Jackie to do crazy colors, which you shouldn't, because I don't feel like Jackie's someone that puts crazy colors on her face in general, you should want to support this just off the strength that you're being represented. Like, this palette is her representing you, basically. It is, you know? Yes, as people, we're being included. We are. There's more foundation ranges, eyeshadow palettes now are more, there's more colors in them that you can use where you don't look ashy, but they're still lacking in having Black people create beauty brands. We're still lacking. Yes, some do exist, but they're not they're not in major mainstream stores like Sephora, you know? So I'm not just talking about like Black and white, I'm just talking about all people, like, you know? Everyone wants to be represented, no matter how they identify. Everyone that identifies a certain way wants to be represented, wants to be seen. And it's a great feeling when you feel like you are being seen. That's all I'm saying. So I definitely am gonna go in with Wigglies for my lid color. Let me swatch it for you guys. How could I not go in with this as my lid color? Do you see this? Do you see this? Psh. Please. She ended my life when she came out with that color, please. So we're gonna go ahead and put Wigglies all over the lid, because why not? It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And this color is so pigmented, I did not even have to spray my brush. I'm not gonna bring it all the way to the end. I'm gonna leave the end like that. I'm just gonna kind of like play with it a little bit right here. I'm bringing it a little bit more than halfway, but not all the way to the end, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we're gonna go back in with Big Wig. I wanna see how Big Wig would look on the outer end of it. I'm gonna pat it. All right, she look good. She, her, me, looks good. This palette, everything. We're gonna go back in with that very first brush we were using by Real Techniques. We're gonna do a dab in edges, dab in credit, pat it off, and we're just gonna go over the crease area with it. Let's go ahead and do some eyeliners together. I'm going to use the Morphe gel liner in the color Jet. Done. Ooh, I brought it out a lot. I don't know how it's gonna look, but you don't see. Okay, so my liner is done. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes off camera. Again, I do have a tutorial on how I apply lashes, and it's really detailed. I will link it above for you guys. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I actually got put onto this a little late, but I really really like it. Purchased this foundation really late, only because I don't like to buy foundations online. I'm not one of those shoppers. And I had never purchased from them before, and I didn't know my shade or the shade range. So I waited until they were available in Ulta, and then I went and got it. And I am the color Lagos, and I just squeezed a little bit on the back of my hand because a little bit goes a long way. We're also gonna use their concealer, because why not? I love when a brand has like their foundation, their concealer, and I love using it together because I feel like the look just looks better to me, just like my personal preference. Like, for example, Fenty. I like to use Fenty with their concealer because I feel like, why not, you know? So we're gonna go in. This is what the applicator looks like. Love an applicator. Love an applicator. We're gonna let it sit for a little bit before blending it out. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm gonna use the LA Girl color Black Cocoa. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm actually gonna spray my face a little bit, only because the contour has been sitting on my face for a little while. All right, we're first gonna go in and blend in the cream contour. I like to push it up when I blend out my contours, only because I feel like the concealer color, you're bringing it down, so when you push it up, they all meet and then it merges together. Do you see how the top of it is kind of like blending into each other? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little concealer underneath. I'm going to use this palette here. I love it, it's my holy grail. Black Radiance, shout outs to you, boo. The only thing this palette needs, hold up, hold up. This palette needs a mirror. I wish they would re-release it and put a mirror. That's it. Other than that, it's perfect. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Studio Fix Powder in NC50 and use it under my eyes. It's like a Snapchat filter. I'm gonna go in again and spray my face, only to let those powders that we just put marinate a little bit, and then we're gonna do a little bit of baking. Let's bake first. Let's get some baking done first, and then we'll go with bronzer. I'm actually gonna use the Sacha Buttercup powder. I'm gonna be using this powder, and I'm gonna mix it with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. The reason I don't use the Sacha Buttercup powder on its own is because I think it's a little too yellow. I could be bugging. I can. I'm entitled to be wrong, but I think it's a little too yellow. And yeah, that's why. That's the only reason why. So I mix it. And I feel like when I mix it, I like the color I get. All right, we're gonna take my beauty blender and we're gonna start to, you know, make it do what it do. I'm just gonna dab off any excess powder before I put it under my eye. She cute. I'm just gonna take a brush, this little brush here, and just dust it off. I'm just gonna do my nose last. All right, we're gonna go in and give our face back some life because we just took everything away. I'm going to use the Mineralized Skinfinish Powder by MAC in the color dark. I'm gonna go right under my eye with it. And I'm gonna kind of brush this over all of my highlighted areas. I'm gonna use this big fluffy brush, and we're gonna take the Skin Mineralized powder by MAC, but this time in the color Dark Deep. And we're just gonna pat it now into the face. And this is kind of like your all over face powder. I'm gonna go ahead again and spray my face. I like to spray my face multiple times when I'm doing my makeup. I'm gonna take my beauty blender, this big old one, and just go over my face now. Gently, like just pat. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more powder and pat that in. we're gonna go ahead and add some blush. And for blush, I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. palette for blush. This is the e.l.f. blush palette in the color dark. That's what it looks like. I think it's $8. This palette is definitely under $10 and every brown girl should have it. I love this palette. We're gonna go ahead and use this color. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all now I'm not highlighting. I'm not into highlighter that much. It's not my favorite thing to do when it comes to my makeup. It's my least favorite thing to do. Least favorite. And I love this palette because you can build a color up. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good palette by e.l.f. I feel like e.l.f. is one of those brands that just keeps surprising me. Every time you want to cut them out, they got something that's worth buying. So we're gonna go back into the Jackie Aina palette and under our eyes. Matter of fact, let's do an inner tear duct color, because if I'm using a Jackie Aina palette, I'm doing an inner tear duct color. It's mandatory. Yeah, let's do lituation. Yeah, why not? Here goes nothing. Let's see. I like it. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, that is nice. It's like not too much of a pop, but it's cute. It's cute. It looks nice there. Let's go in with an under eye color. I'm thinking I want to do Supreme. I want to try as many colors in this palette as possible. Yeah, let's do Supreme. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna go with a little bit more blush. I like blush. I want you to spot me a mile away just off my blush, basically. It's Nyx Eye Liner. It's their retractable eyeliner. I've never used it before. And I was like, let me try it today. It broke as soon as I opened it, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah, let me just apply some eyeliner. This retractable eyeliner is not, I don't like it. Oh, nothing, like I really don't like it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to spray my face down with the Too Faced Hangover RX setting spray. I've arrived. And line our lips, I'm going to use a NYX Lip Liner in the color Espresso. All right, so my lips are lined. Looks good. I'm not someone that's really into lipstick. I don't really like the way color looks on my lips as much. So if I put any color on my lips, it's gonna be a gloss that has a little bit of a tint. So we're gonna go ahead and use this Ysl Lip Satin Gloss. So it's a lip gloss that dries like a satin with a satin finish. It feels really good. They're really dope. I love these. And I'm using the color 218. They don't have names, they just have numbers. So for reference, if anybody wants to try it. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply it. And as you can see, like there's some color, but it's not intense. And that's kind of what I like. And I feel like it lasts all day. Like you don't have to worry about reapplying throughout the day unless you're eating or you drink something. These are my favorites, so if anybody's never tried them and wants to try them, it's worth it. All right, guys, this is the final look. What do you guys think? I think it came out really, really pretty. I kind of feel like it's a perfect fall nighttime look, you know, going out with your significant other, going out with friends, family, or even just taking yourself out. I really love this palette, and if you have not had a chance to buy it, definitely request it for Christmas, definitely request it as a birthday present. Holiday season is coming up. It's literally the perfect gift. I know I already own it, but I'm gonna request it again because I need a second one, because your girl is gonna hit pan in all of these colors. I don't care. I will see you guys in my next upload, but for sure, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell, do it all. Just love up on me. Just love up on me. Like, just love me, okay? Just love me. Okay? Okay? All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye, my lovies, and as always, love.